The Emerald City, Seattle, once gleamed with the promise of wonder and ambition. When eerie emerald auroras ignited the sky, a cataclysm split the earth, unleashing walls of roiling water that swallowed entire neighborhoods and toppled skyscrapers into fragile relics of hubris. 6 months on, the streets still whisper of agony and loss. Amid ash and ruin, reconstruction falters and unseen horrors claim the night. Their black parade marches through ruins, preying on the living. Sorcerers wield forbidden magic, blood-starved vampires and ravenous shapeshifters roam freely beneath the cursed green glow. Pulsing overhead, the auroras serve as a sickly beacon to the darkness thriving below. Yet, there are a few who do not yield to desolation. Hunters rise, armed with blade and conviction, and a vow to drive these monsters back into the shadows. But when hope feels like a cruel joke, can one's soul make a difference? Seattle, under its haunting emerald sky, awaits your courage. Step into Seattle Falling Tide, a HuntertheReckoning chronicle.
Welcome, wanderers, to the shadowed streets of Seattle, a city where the rain never washes clean the horrors that stalk its alleys. I am your caretaker, Tim Dahlia, and tonight we bear witness to Seattle Falling Tide, a HuntertheReckoning actual play set deep within the world of darkness. Here, myths bleed into reality, and every whisper in the dark could be your last. Be prepared for a tale woven from the raw edges of our collective nightmares. Body horror that twists the flesh, violence that stains the soul, blood and death lurking behind every neon glow. We will confront mental anguish, power imbalance, taboo desires, and the injustices that haunt us all. To protect our players and you, there is a system of lines and veils in place. If any moment becomes too much, pause, breathe, and return when you're ready. Your safety is as sacred as the story itself. And if you're enjoying your descent, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to follow every pulse-pounding episode. And if you're feeling generous, join our Patreon. Your support sharpens our daggers and deepens the shadows we explore. Every pledge fuels fresher stories, tighter production, and more secrets unveiled. With this prelude complete, I hand the reins over to Storyteller Sleepy. So lean in, sharpen your stakes, and let the hunt begin.
I am Sleepy. I will be the storyteller for this session, and I would like to take a second to introduce our hunters. Let's start with Calon.
Hi, I am Calon, and I play Martin Sherman.
And then we'll head over to Scot.
Hello, I am Scot, and I am playing Draven Crawford.
And then last but not least, we'll introduce Goss.
I'm Goss, and I will be playing Dr. Evelyn Talbot.
In our last session, the hunters had a phone confrontation with Fallon Cross over their friend Jessica Winters and his, we'll call it a healthy relationship with Jessica, and how the hunters felt about it. And he gave them an ultimatum to stay away because he had interrupted his machinations and something had to be done about it. And Jessica was key to that now. And the hunters have been left with a choice to stay out of it or intervene. And we're going to pick up at the safe house with you guys deciding what to do about it.
Martin is pacing frantically back and forth. Can we, Draven, can you get a hold of some guns? I don't know. I got nothing here.
Okay, Martin, take a deep breath.
I think he might be
as unhappy about this. No, I agree. We can't ignore that. That's completely breaks the agreement that we had made with him. Of course, I don't think any of us expected us to be defending ourselves from his right-hand man, or expected his right-hand man to go rogue like this.
What time is it? We are still in the evening of the phone call, correct?
Yes, I would say that it's probably like 5 or 6. So the sun is not quite set, but it is just about sunset.
Okay, so he's an early riser-ish.
Yeah, probably woke up early to make that phone call.
I can't remember. Did he indicate that was going to be happening tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on the clock. Or no, I'm sorry, he said tomorrow night.
Oh, he did. Okay, so we have 24 hours, basically.
If you can trust him.
Yeah, and he informed you to stay away from the club.
Yeah, if we can trust him, one.
We never heard back from... We were completely stood up by our friends at the church, weren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we have not heard anything from them, and they obviously didn't move on our information.
Okay. What kind of guns were you thinking about?
I don't know. If it's at the club, sniper rifles probably aren't going to be an option. I think that's what you had last time. I mean, we could probably do the job with pistols, but, you know, the bigger the gun, generally the better. At least I would imagine so.
Flamethrower.
Don't think the PD keeps a flamethrower.
It is Seattle.
But we are already set up with a supply of steaks, are we not?
You are.
Yes,
be
there is a
completely honest.
giant bag of silver-tipped steaks, I think in the trunk of Evelyn's car.
That's what I remember, yeah.
Those are going to be much more effective than a firearm. A firearm at that is going to slow them down.
We need to be
Two
precise
of you
with those
should be
two.
realizing that Draven is still thinking about movie physics.
I mean, we still need to be precise with those. If that's the case, do you trust yourself to be able to just get a lucky shot off on their hearts? If that's even how this works.
Oh, I'm going to get guns. I'm just bringing up I'm going to attempt to get guns. But I'm just mentioning that's going to be a destabilizer. He is sending, as he is saying this, he is sending a text message that simply says shotguns, ?
Yeah, go ahead and make your roll for your arsenal.
Okay.
And make sure you let me know if you overreach.
Yep. Just putting the dice together here. Would he be rolling that it's within his creed?
Within creed,
Would it?
yes.
You're about to hear a noise. Forgive me. I'll clean that tomorrow. I needed that dice tray. Thankfully, no overreaches or successes.
You just get no response.
Oh, shit. I'm going to let it sit there for a little while and I'll prompt him in a few more minutes. Oh, I sent a text message to our friend from the church.
Yeah.
That simply states, you snooze, you lose.
You get a response back that says, he who is holy does only what he must.
Draven is pondering that one. Is this some sort of reverse? I show them the message. Is this a reverse psycho?
Sorry, that's my cat.
Ben,
He who is holy, what?
Only does what he must.
I think he's suggesting that Fallon is small fry compared to what they're trying to do, grand scheme of things. That's what it sounds like to me, anyway. Which suggests we're on our own.
Oh boy.
what is the plan? The overall plan is violence. What is the tactical plan?
Okay, so we've been in that club.
Mm-hmm.
Chances are good that if they're on the floor, they'll be in the VIP section. If they're not, they'll be in the back offices, which we've not been in.
Correct.
I think we need to go in the back door.
Might be our only option.
I mean, there's no sense endangering the random club goers that are going to be out front.
How are we even going to get there unnoticed to begin with? There's going to be cameras, certainly around the back in places.
And at this point, Evelyn's going to go to the computer and start looking to get into those camera systems.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me intelligence and technology. And this is within Creed for you, so let me know if you overreach.
5 successes, no overreach.
Yeah, you're able to get into the cameras around the club. You notice that the club appears to be closed.
Okay, I'm going to flip through the various camera angles inside and out. Is there anybody inside the club, like staff or anything, in the offices area?
No staff, but You see Fallon and Jessica having a very serious, what looks like a very serious conversation, and a few other people that look like they're more standing guard that you don't recognize. Other than that, nobody.
Martin texts Jessica. Warn her.
Martin does. He pulls out his phone and he texts Jessica. And he says it straight up. Jessica, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but he just called us and more or less implied it himself. He's planning on turning you, we think.
Message unable to be received. Message blocking in effect.
She's blocked my phone number.
Makes me wonder if she did it or if he did. Evelyn's gonna make an attempt as well.
Same message.
Can I get around the block? Hack into the phone system and get around
You can
it?
try. You can try, but that's going to be significantly more difficult than getting into the club's cameras. And a lot more risky, because you're going through, like, big databases that have way more protection than, small-time club cameras.
6 successes.
Overreach?
None.
Lucky duck. You're able to get in and see that the blocking was done from that device, but you're not able to override the blocking that has to be done from the account holder. Or from a verified terminal at the company.
Can I spoof a number?
Yeah, you could try. Get like one of the free texting apps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Easily. The text goes through. You get a response that says, I'm a big girl, I can make my own decisions, and I haven't decided yet.
I'm going to respond to that with, just know you have a place with us if you need it.
No response.
Did I watch Jessica type?
Yes.
How much do we trust she's in her right mind? And this is directed at the guys in the room with me. Because she's right, she can make her own decisions.
Well, now you're putting me into a moral quandary.
I would put this on Jessica and Fallon, quite frankly.
I mean, yeah, but can you be in your right mind if you're considering your options and becoming an undead thing? Like, to me, that just seems in itself like a wild thing to have to consider, Like, that's a solid no for me there, boss.
That's up to you, though, and that's your decision, and quite frankly, she does have a right. It's her life.
I want you all to take a second and consider your point of view as hunters and what it would mean if she becomes a vampire and that she will have to feast on humans and be one of the monsters that you dedicated your lives to destroying.
What it'll mean
and
is
what
that
that would mean for your friend.
She's becomes part of our hunt. She goes from hunter to hunted. It is her decision to make, but then we have to respond to it accordingly. I'll be honest, this one may be on me. I should have never made a deal with Fallon to begin with. I should have known better than to trust him.
Draven is just wondering why 12 years of Sunday school has all come back to him at the same time.
Plus confirmation classes.
The nuns were right.
What's Martin's view on if your friend becomes a monster?
I don't think, especially if he could do something about it, I don't think he'd ever be able to forgive himself. Because, just from what he's seen Elizabeth do alone, he knows that this stuff, there's just something that's inherently horribly wrong with it. And he's still kind of terrified of it.
We save her now. If she decides at another point in time that she's going to seek this out for herself, that's on her. We can't, with good conscience, allow her to be tricked into something she might not be making a wise decision on.
This is about the preservation of a human life. I gotta say, Dr. Talbot, at this point, whether or not she's in her right mind really doesn't matter. She can be mad at us all she wants afterwards, but at least she's alive,
I think we also need to take Fallon out and everybody and all the vampires that are in there. This is going to be difficult and we may not come back.
Both of you get out. Shoot.
Sorry, pause for puppy drama. I think you're both right. I think we need to stop it and I think we need to put paid to Fallon and company.
Okay. So now, how do we do that? We were talking about guns. Any luck with that? He looks to Draven.
He's going to attempt to send a prompt.
So you had failed your roll,
Mhm.
but I will let you succeed on your roll at the cost of increasing the danger.
Bargaining with the devil.
I am always pro danger increase. What say ye?
Now, do
fellow?
remember that if your danger reaches 5, you'll lose Jessica.
We've got room right now. If we're going to make sacrifices,
You're at 2 right now.
we got
I
one to
think-
play with.
We need the guns.
But
Yeah, at this point, the danger represents the ticking clock of Jessica's decision.
I think right now we're each armed with a single pistol and whatever ammo we usually carry, yes?
Yes. That's what's basically supplied by the safe house. Plus the stakes that you had already acquired. I would allow each of you to also have some sort of combat knife.
Cool.
Or nightclub or something to that effect. Some sort of like melee weapon. Not like a silver-bladed sword, but something that you would typically carry with you on the street. Well, on a hunt.
so we're agreed. We're going to let the danger go up, and we're going to successfully achieve shotguns.
I'm okay with that.
I guess I am too. We just gotta be real careful.
I am going to make a very specific head count of everybody that I can see in the club at this moment.
You see Fallon, Jessica, and one other rather large-looking man that you are unfamiliar with. There was one other person, but they had just left and got into a car.
Okay, so right now it's just Fallon and what's probably a bodyguard in the club with Jessica. I think if we're going to do this, now is a good time.
Okay, then we just need the guns.
So we'll swing by, pick up shotguns and ammo, and go from there?
I suppose.
If there's just a few people there, we need to be clear on objective here. Are we grabbing Jessica or are we hunting? Because we're not going to be able to do both.
We have to do both because Fallon will come after Jessica. So it is get in, get Jessica, kill whoever's there. God, I can't believe I just said that. And get out with Jessica.
That's what I'm thinking the objective would be. We're hunting with the intention of saving Jessica.
Jessica is our primary objective, but our secondary objective is putting down every vampire we can put down.
We're entering as few people as possible being contacted who are not necessarily targets. Keep it focused on the targets and grabbing Jessica.
That's the one.
We could use the distraction at the front of the club. I have
So
an
far as
idea,
I
but
can
I'm
tell-
always open.
Okay, well, as far as I can tell from the cameras at the club right now, it's just those 3 people in there. What have you got in mind for a distraction at the front of the club?
Hear me out. A wise old sage once told me, next time, try fire.
Fire. You're planning on committing arson?
Well, we're about to commit potentially murder, kidnapping, which, if we take money and drugs on hand, publicly the whole thing looks like a robbery.
For a penny and for a pound.
I wish I thought you were wrong.
At this moment in time, I myself wish that I were wrong.
I
But
think
if we're
we
going
all
to go,
do.
we need to go.
Yeah, we definitely need to go, and I don't know if we need that distraction up front, but the rest of what you said, I can't argue with. All right, let's go pick up the shotguns.
All right, you easily drive to a predetermined location. There's a unmarked car, and you make the swap. 3 shotguns.
Plus ammo, I hope.
Police shotguns are the best shotguns.
3 12-gauge shotguns.
Okay, on the way, Evelyn has maintained contact with the camera systems by using her laptop. And she's, as they pull up, stop short and kill the camera system. Completely fry it.
Yep, I'm going to have you make a second roll just because of the nature of the time clock.
5
Just like
successes.
that.
No overreach.
No.
All right. Yeah, you were able to kill the cameras.
Speaking at table level, I feel like the longer there is no overreach, the worse it's going to be when it happens.
Hush. Stop giving the storyteller ideas. Okay. Cameras are dead. They cannot be restarted, I hope. At least not while we're in. And then continue pulling up around the back of the club.
Yeah, you're able to pull up.
What was the last view inside that you had?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So Fallon and Jessica
Still in the office.
were in the office?
Yeah, Fallon and Jessica still in the office. Dude standing outside the office.
Okay. So they're all gathered kind of in the same vicinity. And there was nobody else in the club at that time. And that was like 35 seconds ago now.
It's amazing how quickly violence just begins to happen.
Especially when
saying
you're
that.
starting it.
Get up to the door. When we go in, we move.
Okay.
You hit the door, then I'm going in.
I will be right behind you. Martin, keep our tails covered.
Got it.
Okay, I reached for the door and I'm going to test it. Is it unlocked?
It is locked.
Okay. Can I access the lock?
Yes.
I'm going to start picking it.
Make your roll.
I forgot what it is.
It is dexterity plus...
Larceny.
Yes.
2 successes.
2 successes, you were able to pick the lock.
Quick clarifying question. From that door, can you see the office?
No, it's upstairs around the corner.
Okay.
1,
Going.
2, opening, and open the door.
Draven goes in.
I'm right behind him.
And Martin behind her.
It's oddly quiet for a nightclub.
Moving up the stairs quickly, but not stopping.
Yeah. You get up the stairs around the corner, and posted in front of the office door is this rather large fellow. And he sees you and is like, oh, you're not supposed to be
I
here.
shoot him.
All right, go ahead and make your shot. And this is within Creed for you.
In fact, I will shoot him as many times as possible, as often as possible.
Oh, I meant to say this beforehand, but I distributed stakes to everybody so that they have at least 3 each.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where I pull the trigger is not the time to hear. Oh yeah.
Use your stakes.
No, the stakes are
Yeah,
for
you're
after
able
he's
to
down.
fire once before he starts moving.
Now, do you guys remember what the conversation that happened just a few minutes ago at table level, where I pointed out that the longer that an overreach happens,
Oh no, are you serious right now?
and since I am the in terms of the plane of this genre of game, the junior player of this game, there's the normal success, and then there's that would be an overachievement, for which you need to roll.
There's the critical success, and then on your desperation dice, it's like an exclamation point, I believe.
Yes.
Got
Those
it.
are your overreach.
Thank you. And 2 of the bigger ones count as 4 successes,
Correct.
but 1 is just 1 success.
Correct.
Thank you. See, I paid attention. I feel good about this. 3 successes, no overreach.
Okay.
Quick question.
So,
Just a quick question. What's the nature of this individual? Like human, other? Well,
other. Clearly
Okay.
other. Very pale, and as he's talking, he's got rather large fangs, and you plug him in his chest.
okay.
And
So this is not going to count as aggravated damage then. This is going to be superficial.
no. Yes. And that shotgun blast does not look like it does as much as it should have for a shotgun blast.
Yeah.
And then he whips his hands out to the sides, and his fingernails grow into like 3-inch long talons, and he covers about half the distance to you in a charge.
Okay, Evelyn is going to step out from behind Draven and take her own shot at this guy. Well, while Draven is...
Go ahead.
I forgot how that works now.
It is dexterity plus firearms. And this is not within Creed for you. Draven has the martial creed, so combat is within Creed for him.
I have 1 success.
Okay. 1 success, half of his physical. He easily ducks to the side of your shot and covers the rest of the ground to you, but is unable to get an attack off before you're able to do something.
Martin will blast him in the face.
Dexterity plus firearms.
2 successes.
Oh, I need more dice. 3 successes?
2.
2 successes is not enough to hit him.
Damn it!
I need more dice.
That is not what I want to hear
That's
from
no. It's
Storyteller at this moment in
yes.
time.
No. In between, I guess as Martin is taking his shot, Evelyn's going to whip out a stake.
Draven, since you're the... I just dropped one.
Yeah,
That's okay. Okay.
lonely in the front.
Draven, you're the one that actually landed a shot on him, so he's going to swing one of those big scary claws at you. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. So you can roll Dex and Athletics to try to get out of the way of it.
Ooh, athletics, something I have nothing in. So, 0.
Remember your willpower!
But
Willpower lets you re-roll up to 3 dice.
how many willpower do I check off for that?
What's
1.
1 success.
Okay, yeah, he's able to hit you, and you take 4 points of superficial damage because he didn't spend to make it more.
Now, remember, when superficial damage is coming in, it's halved as well.
Okay,
It'd be
so 2 points of superficial damage.
I want to give you guys a chance and actually follow the rules.
And now you guys are able to react as he is in your face, swinging claws around.
Okay, Evelyn is going to attempt to stab him in the heart with this stake, and I am willing to spend some willpower if I need to. What am I rolling? Strength, dex?
Dexterity plus is melee a thing?
It is, yes.
The new version?
Yes.
Yeah, dexterity plus melee.
I have 2 successes.
2 successes is not enough to hit him, but you could spend a willpower.
I am going to willpower that. Something is weird here. Hang on a sec. Okay, so to re-roll, spending the willpower lets me re-roll up to 3 dice? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, if I only want to re-roll 1, how do I go about that?
You would unclick any of the attributes, and then you just go to the dice mods and change it to 1 and roll that.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I was ignoring that box completely. Okay.
My computer just got real loud.
Okay, that was also a success, so that gives me 3 successes together.
That is enough to hit him.
Thank God.
And your hit stakes are silver tipped, correct?
Yes.
So that's going to deal aggravated damage to him. And as you drive your stake into his heart, what does that look like?
So Evelyn, he's got his arms up. He's been swinging at Draven. So Evelyn is just going to duck underneath and come in underneath his rib cage, just below his sternum, and drive upward. Drive the stake upward with her hand, the stake in one hand, and then the other hand bracing the back side of the stake to drive it in as far as she can.
He looks down at it, lets out this guttural screech, this ear splitting and then just slumps and stops moving.
Okay, cool. We gotta keep moving. Are you okay, Draven?
Yeah, I look at him curiously, though. Draven may be wondering why he didn't poof.
We'll figure that out later. He's not moving.
He's not saying that. He's thinking it. We're going to hit the office door.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, testing the office door. Is it locked?
It is not locked.
I'm just gonna turn it and throw it open.
I am going to shoot Fallon when I step into this room. It was night.
You step into the room. Jessica is standing behind Fallon looking confused. And Fallon looks fucking furious as you plug a shotgun shell into his chest.
Yeah. I want to say that this has been a wonderful time.
And this is within Creed for you.
I've enjoyed playing with you immensely.
It's gonna be something like that, yeah. Oh God.
I also want to let you know you're in the room and the timer has stopped.
4, 5, 6 successes.
Yes! Oh, God!
Holy shit.
6 successes plus the weapon damage. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So 6, 9,
That would be 10. A shot.
half.
12 gauge is a +4.
Oh, epic. Plus 4, so 10, 5. Holy shit.
But it's still a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you knock Fallon off of his feet, and he immediately, with like clearly inhuman reflexes, pops back up. Like doesn't even do the like kick up back thing. Damn near like teleports back to his feet and snarls, bangs out, eyes glowing red, and rats start to flood out of the corners of the room.
Oh, he was the rat man.
Fallon is going to look you in the eye, Draven, and say, "Drop that."
Oh, crap.
And I need to make a roll. Not Fallon. Draven, I need you to make a willpower roll.
Which is equivalent to the number of remaining pips I have in willpower.
Is it remaining or is it total?
It's often remaining, honestly. I mean, it depends on the wording of the actual ability, because sometimes it's one or the other.
Okay, let me look.
And while you do that, I'll be right back.
Likewise.
Nobody's going to be here to see the death of Draven.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is intelligence plus resolve.
Okay. I got that question mark. 3 successes.
You feel the clawing of little rat claws through your brain, and for some reason, you drop your shotgun. What does everyone else do as they see Fallon tell him to drop his gun, and Draven does?
Evelyn is going to try to shoot Fallon again.
Martin is gonna
Go ahead.
yell as loud as he can. Pick that fucking gun back up!
Jessica's gonna try and get in front of Fallon.
Okay. I'm going to have Jessica make a dexterity and athletics, and I'm going to have Fallon also roll because he wants to stop her.
2 successes.
Fallon is not even attempting to stop the shot anymore. He's trying to stop Jessica from getting shot. And Fallon is able to shove Jessica back out of the way.
I would imagine so.
Kind of forcefully, and like shoves Jessica to the ground so that she
Did
can't
you
get
make
in
your
the way.
roll?
I have 4 successes on that shot.
4 successes is enough to hit, plus 4 for the shotgun is 8. How do you want to do this?
Okay, so seeing Jessica try to get in front of him and then get shoved down, wow. Evelyn just kind of steps in front of Draven to get around, the kerfuffle with Jessica, which means probably she has redirected her target from his chest to his head. And she's probably off to one side, too. So she's getting him in the side of the head.
Okay, so you blast Fallon in the side of his head, and you see that you're just like the other shots. It doesn't do nearly as much damage as it should, and it blows quite a bit of skin off the side of his head. And he turns and looks at you, and he's like,
"You cut out.
I'm not done with you." He turns and looks at you and says, "I'm not done with you," and then makes this horrifying cacophony of squeaking as his body starts to contort and shift, and fur starts to grow, and his hand starts to shrink down into tiny little claws, and he turns into a rat and disappears into the swirling rat swarm at your feet as the rat swarm starts to flee out of the room into the club.
Fuck.
Fallon, no, wait!
Fuck it. Martin will take a pot shot at the rats.
Go ahead.
Draven would have no problem picking it back up, or
No, it was just the command to drop it.
1 success.
You're able to pick off like 2 rats, and they seem to just explode.
Gross.
this is like shooting rat in a barrel. Under his breath, he said something about fire. I was wondering when one of those was going to come up. 1, 2, 3, 4 with overreach.
Okay. Looking at my notes real quick because I had this planned out. This was to fire into the rats?
Yep.
Yeah, you take out like 4 or 5 rats and they all just explode as buckshot just rains into them. None of them seem to react to how you would expect the vampire to. And the rats scatter throughout the club, diving into little nooks and crannies and disappear. Fallon has seemingly escaped your grasp.
Draven, are you good to get Jessica?
Sure.
Jessica, you were moments away from making your biggest decision of your life, one that would have ended your life. And people who at one point were maybe your closest friends came busting in, risking their own lives to, in their mind, save you. How are you feeling?
Conflicted. Cross. Yeah. Not sure if I know what to...
And Draven is clearly injured from the attempt.
Yeah. I think at this point, Jessica is just looking around the room, seeing the rats disperse, seeing that she's by herself in the center of this room, surrounded by friends that are maybe a little too aggressive with their friendship at this point in her perspective. But she also realizes that Fallon's nowhere to be found. She's kind of...
He did just abandon you to save his own life.
She is kind of stuck here. He also protected her from hurting herself too. So I think she's just kind of numb and in shock at this point, and she's not quite fully processed everything. But she does kind of get that middle distance stare at the door that Fallon, scurried out of as a rat, possibly.
Jessica, you need to come with us. Get the safe. There still needs to be a cover story.
Do we really need to rob the place too?
No, we're not really going to rob it. Get the safe. It needs to look like we tried to rob it.
Got you. Okay.
Okay, so Evelyn's just going to discharge a shotgun round into the face of the safe.
Yeah, I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You're able to shoot the safe.
Sorry, animals are being annoying again.
They do that. But they're cute, so...
And that's why they're still alive.
Wow. Okay.
I thought the violence was in the game. Draven is going to take Jessica by the arm and start guiding her.
Get off my dick, old man. You...
Pushes you off.
He's tempted. He's tempted.
Jessica,
But-
please.
Come with us for now. We'll talk, or you can walk off afterward, but come with us for now.
You just came in here with a shotgun. 3 shotguns.
Yes, because we were trying to keep you from winding up a vampire against your will. He broke
I guess-
his promise to us.
Yeah, I guess he did. Fine, let's get the fuck out of here. It's getting too crusty for me anyway. Sorry about calling you an old man. You're middle-aged at best. Or worse, sorry.
Okay, let's go and let's talk this through once we get somewhere safe, okay?
On the way out down the stairs, Draven is going to shoot a couple of the cameras at random.
Yeah, easily. This looks like a semi-unplanned robbery now.
With a singular staked corpse chilling in the hallway.
That is rapidly deteriorating.
Was that
Cool.
Dropbox?
Yes, it was.
Thought so.
I was like, who makes the best bodyguard?
Draven does look at him curiously again as he's heading down the stairs. I thought they poofed
Yeah,
into...
he's clearly like deteriorating rapidly. Like he may not be here by the time the police get here.
Okay, everybody into the SUV. Let's get out of here before the police get here.
Jessica's gonna leave a little one of the things that she crafts and just leave it next to Dropbox.
I'm sorry, big guy. I just probably was never going to work out anyway.
Okay,
And Jessica follows
so
you guys to the van or whatever you guys came in. Yeah.
I think we were in Evelyn's SUV, and she's gonna just head straight for the safe house.
Yeah, you're able to get back to the safe house completely unbothered.
Yeah, I don't trust that because any rat in the city now could be one of his.
Draven
Jessica
hated
just
Rams
sits there in the
before.
back seat with her head looking up at the sky through the window, kind of just letting the cool glass keep her from getting too hot on anybody.
And you arrive at the safe house.
Evelyn turns gets parked and turns the engine off and pauses and just says, Jessica, I'm sorry it went this way, but this was the only way we could see giving you a chance to really genuinely make your own decision. You probably saw how he ordered Draven to drop his shotgun, and Draven did. After the way he broke his promise to us, we couldn't trust that he didn't have you controlled, while you were supposed to be making your own decision. And then there's the fact that vampires are dead. He was asking you to give up your life.
Doesn't seem so dead, really. I don't know. Have you ever seen the dead move? Not like that. Seemed alive.
That's the thing. There's a lot more to it than just that. Your heart stops. You stop being human. You saw what he did. You lose your humanity that way.
Draven is going to exit the vehicle and is going to head towards the safe house in search of both a first aid kit and a liquor cabinet.
Both are easily found in the house, in almost every room.
And also fair.
as it should be.
Jessica looks just at Evelyn.
You say they're dead, or that becoming like them is to die. But I've never felt so alive. Love, I've never felt so much at once, or ever again. And I don't think life or death makes sense. If you could feel that way, you should hold on to it, even if it's at risk of losing your life. I don't know.
But was it real? Are you sure he didn't just put that in your head?
Even if he didn't, like, did you not read Romeo and Juliet in school? Jessica, come on. No man is worth that much. And honestly, you'll find somebody better. Easy. It'll take time. But come on now.
Looking back on things, Jessica, you clearly remember seeing him command people to do things and feel certain ways to get his way, and that his machinations were all through subversion and manipulation of people's feelings and wants. He was a master manipulator and was planning to take over all of the vampires in the city at any cost. And you knew for a fact that he could do it, and is still planning to do it.
I don't know what he's gonna do, but it's not gonna be good for others of his kind. I thought maybe I could keep you safe. I thought maybe I could help the city. And I thought maybe the cost would be worth it. And maybe find a little bit of actual love. I don't know. You say he might have manipulated me. I think maybe he might have manipulated me as well. But don't we all do that anyway? I mean...
Not like that. Not like that. That didn't come from in you. And he was demanding a big change in you to stay with him. And that's a giant red flag.
Well, I've always kind of liked red flags. You should have seen me on the soccer field. Is my couch still here?
You can use the couch if you want, or you can borrow one of the bedrooms. It's totally up to you.
Draven turns on the TV to see if anything is happening in the news related to a club.
You don't see anything on the news, but you do have access to a police scanner that you're definitely not supposed to have. And there is reports of gunshots at where you would know Club 206 to be. And there is police on the way.
You need to burn that club to the ground.
Okay, so I guess Evelyn at least is gonna go ahead and get out of the car and, make sure it's all locked up and everything and head inside.
Yeah.
Does the safe house have a garage?
Yeah.
Okay, because Evelyn would want to get her SUV out of sight.
Yeah, it has a 2-car garage, and then there's a carport in the alley behind it that has a pull across screen.
And
Ow, I just hit my funny bone on the breast.
And we've covered the
Ouch.
entire car with peel away vinyl. So at one, it's black, but then we go behind a wall. We peel it off, and now it's canary yellow.
Yes. Yeah, I think
With Jessica home safe. Oh, go ahead.
I think Evelyn is probably going to also crash at the safe house tonight because probably safest to stay together tonight. And she's also going to check on Draven to see if he's, needs any stitches or anything.
No, Draven is able to patch himself up pretty well. Everyone is able to rest safely for the night. You're able to reconnect, whether that be as friends or as this awkward reconnection of you're not sure where it's going to go. But with Jessica home safe, this is the end of our story. And I want us to flash forward a few months. You guys haven't taken on another hunt for fear of Fallon showing back up. You've been keeping your ears to the ground, reaching out to your contacts, watching the streets, and no sign of any vampire activity outside of the norm has come to surface. No stories of people sounding like Fallon or any of Fallon's contacts, other than someone matching Simon's description was found murdered. And we find at least the three of you at FDR's. Jessica, do you join them for their monthly meetup at FDR's?
Yeah, of course.
And at your monthly meetup, do you guys decide to stay together as a cell? And what does that look like moving forward?
I think we work well together, and I am for continuing to do so.
Yeah, there's still things we gotta figure out. So, I'll stay.
Yeah, and we also gotta take care of that bitch Elizabeth.
Yes,
I met her once.
we do.
Gosh, she was so heinous.
Yeah, she's not great. Martin just kind of shifts uncomfortably.
And hell, who knows? Maybe she'll recognize me.
Did something happen with her?
She wasn't friends with a lot of Fallon's people. But at the same time, I don't think
I can believe it.
We're really friends. I don't think that world works with friendship.
No, I don't think so. I think it's entirely transactional. So, Draven, how are you feeling about it?
I enjoy working with this group.
I mean, there's always those church freaks you can go hang out with if you prefer.
Oh, boy.
God, no thanks.
Oh, before he retired a month previously, he did send a message back to the contact. He basically said, he's off screen with the rats now.
No response.
And it was a message that he had to edit about 4 times before he sent it.
Awesome. And this concludes our story. I want to thank all of you for playing. You've been amazing. You have approached this hunt in so many ways I wasn't expecting, and I've been flying by the seat of my pants trying to keep up with you. This has been great. I'm so proud of all of you.
Well, I definitely had a lot of fun with this. I love Evelyn. I really hope I get to come back to her.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
I have plans in the future of running with this cell again. Maybe we'll add people to it. Maybe we won't. That's up to what happens.
We've got some conversations to have about how the Seattle at Dawn World of Darkness mixes, because there's a lot of fun stuff that can intertwine here. I was just a little low key hoping that I got to use these lights instead, but oh well.
I was really hoping that the danger would max out and that final fight would go a different way. I had 3 alternate endings planned for this campaign.
Oh my god.
Oh, I have a character sheet for Jessica for both Hunter, Vampire, and then in the off chance, possibly Werewolf. But that didn't happen. It's just too rare. Way too rare for that to happen.
Yet.
I mean, we'll see. If you just out of rage,
next campaign, Jessica gets taken by werewolves.
She's just gonna run with all the splats. She's gonna hang out.
All of them. Yeah.
She'll be hanging out with the changelings, just smoking a hookah. Just like, hey man, it's cool.
Jessica is going to be the reason Evelyn will wind up with gray hair.
No. Jessica at this point, having been in the midst, like in the jungle with the vampires and kind of been, learned from the ground up what they are capable of. The rose-colored glasses are kind of off at this point. Several months later, it's one of those things that you did in your stupid early 20s, and you're like, oh God, why did I do that? I can't believe I hung out with a guy who actually wanted to have everybody refer to him as the fascist. Like, why would I do that? Why would I want that guy to be a friend of mine? That sort of thing. So anyway, thank you for saving me.
Yeah.
I'm glad we were successful. I was really sweating that.
Also, I will say when we were thinking about this, these possibilities for Jessica, because we ultimately the narrative determined where she ended up, but there was a point like if we can't figure out the narrative, we might have to do like a random roll of is she dead? Does she remain human? Does she get turned? Does she go through the first change, or does she become a mage? And each one was progressively impossible to roll. So it was law of averages. It was going to be human or vampire, but my God, if there was a random roll, it would have been hilarious if I got 10 successes and be like, okay, she's a mage now.
Yeah, we had talked about the possibility of you walking in there and boom, Jessica awakens as a mage. That's your problem now.
Oh man!
But that would have had to be a 10 successes on a 5 dice roll. So that not likely, but that's magic. So what else is going on? How anything else you have on the board here, Sleepy? As I'm looking at the camera.
That's it. I will start toying with ideas for future hunts, and because I definitely want to come back to Hunter. I didn't expect to enjoy running this game so much. I kind of picked it at random because I got it in the Humble Bundle and was like, I kind of want to run it, so we'll see what happens. And I kind of love this game.
There are aspects that I really do like, and that have a lot more potential with how the danger and desperation work, and pushing a hunter, because as they have more failures, the desperation goes up, and with Goss rolling 5s and 6s, that desperation stays pretty solid at 2.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yes, you using the computer so much made this a much safer hunt than it should have been.
Yeah.
That's just like the meme if they had cell phones in most movies.
Yeah. I think that's the intelligence, and that's also part of the intelligence of it. It's like, we're not, doing a, meathead go after vampires. There's these different types of hunters, and they all approach and investigate differently. And when you investigate, it becomes safer. It's not, that final fight, could have easily just gone south, but it didn't.
Yeah, it all worked out, and I'm excited, and I had a lot of fun with it. This was a really good game, Sleepy. Thank you for running it.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome.
Very happy with it. Very pleased.
Yeah, you guys having fun is really the ultimate goal. So I had a blast.
Goth, in the final episode, you're going to stack up on the door of a bar with a shotgun in your hand. And you're going to go in and you're going to rob the place. It's going to be great. You'd be like, you're crazy.
Yeah,
you're
right.
crazy.
And then we did.